All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you in YouTube land. I'm on the highway. I'm on Beach Boulevard, Huntington Beach, California, Surf City. And they're getting busy out here. California. California is the land of commerce, let me tell you. It's all about the Benjamins out here. Oh. Welcome back to the channel, Word of Truth, Bible teaching, Bible study, Bible messages with Jeff Deloach. So whatever time it is in your part of YouTube land, welcome back. Word. Heavenly Father, bless the message. Give my brothers and sisters a contrite, humble, open spirit to understand who you are. We love you, honor you, praise you, exalt you, bow before you. We thank you over and over and over again because you're so wonderful and we love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have an attitude of gratitude for everything you've done, you're doing, and you will do. Amen. You're welcome. So, I'm going to probably move through this maybe kind of fast. I don't know. See what comes up. It's chapter 36 is about the Assyrians coming during the time of Hezekiah. And Isaiah saw the whole thing. He was witnessing it. And he prophesied on Hezekiah was an interesting guy. There's a lot of depth to his story that even I don't understand, and I don't pretend to know it because it was very personal between him and the Lord, some of the things that happened. And I'm not going to assume that I know what the Lord, some of the stuff that the Lord did with Hezekiah, because from what I can tell, things were purposely left out because it's none of our fucking business. And I approach anything that has to do with Hezekiah that way. So if I'm reticent to make claims about things that I assume or I feel or that I've been led to believe about Hezekiah, that's only because the book itself, the Bible itself, has created a blank spot of an invisible area where anybody with spirit should realize that's not somewhere for you to go and start talking shit about. So this is an area where I have to be kind of careful what I'm saying because it's not all my business. They're coming against Hezekiah. They're coming against Judah. They're in Jerusalem. They're cutting off the food. They're surrounding the city, and it says, "Then came forth unto him Eliakim, Hilkiah's son, which was over the house, Shebna the scribe, and Joah, Asaph's son, the recorder. And Rabashakeh said unto them, Say you now to Hezekiah, Thus says the great king, the king of Assyria, What confidence is this wherein you trust?" In other words, he's saying, you think you're going to be able to stop us from taking you? What makes you think so? I say, sayest thou, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for war. Now on whom do you trust that you rebel against me? He's saying, don't you know I'm gonna fuck you up, Hezekiah? I think the Lord has given you over into my hand is what these Assyrians are saying to Hezekiah. Yeah, I don't think you understand, Hezekiah. Verse 6, Lo, you trust in the staff of the broken reed on Egypt, whereon a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. He's saying, what, you think Pharaoh's going to come up here and save you? I doubt it, dude. Pharaoh only cares about pharaohs, I think, is what he's trying to tell him. He doesn't care enough about you, dude. The people of the world aren't going to help you, is basically what he's saying. The people of Egypt, the worldly people, the Egyptians, they don't have enough strength to come against me, is what he's saying. But if you say to me, we trust in the Lord our God, is it not he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah has taken away, and said to Judah and to Jerusalem, you shall worship before this altar? Judah and Jerusalem, that's Judah, Benjamin, that's my people. He's saying, didn't you already mess with your own royalty? Because Judah and Benjamin, he's talking, your own royalty is knows that you're blowing it. So what are you gonna do? Your own people see you as an idiot, and so that's another reason why I don't really say anything about Hezekiah, because a lot of it I don't understand, because in my heart, Hezekiah did a lot of shit that led to my people's destruction and oppression through his pride. So I don't really have a lot to say about Hezekiah, because he was still my king. But yeah, anyway. Now therefore give pledges, I pray thee, to my master, the king of Assyria, and I will give thee 2,000 horses, if you be able on thy part to set riders upon them. How then will you turn away the face of one captain of the least of the master's servants, and put thy trust on Egypt for chariots and for horsemen? And I am now come up without the Lord against this land to destroy it. The Lord said unto me, go up against this land and destroy it. I knew he was going to say that. I wish I would have said it, because I was thinking that. I'm like, the issue here is that the Lord was with the Assyrians. And that's why this king of Assyria was asking Hezekiah, dude, don't you know your own Lord has sent me to fuck with you? Don't you understand that? So I wish I would have said that. See, I'm being careful, and I'm missing my points. But that was a point I was going to make, that the Lord sent these people against Hezekiah, these Assyrians. Verse 11. Then said Eliakim and Shebna and Joah unto Rabshakeh, speak, I pray thee, unto thy servants in the Syrian language, for we understand it, and speak not to us in the Jews' language, in the ears of the people that are on the wall. So they didn't want my people to hear they didn't want my people to hear that the Lord was going to come against them. They're like, wait. Stop letting everyone hear what you're saying. We want to listen, but we don't need everyone knowing, right? So that's what's going on right there. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. But Rabshakeh said, has my master sent me to thy master and to thee to speak these words? Has he not sent me to the men that sit upon the wall, that they may eat their own dung and drink their own piss with you? He's saying, no, man. You guys are supposedly all together. You're all a bunch of Jews. You're the Jews that we came to talk to. We want all you fuckers to hear. Right? That's what he's saying. No, man. We're not here to play patty cake with you. We're here to let you know your king has put you in a bad situation. And we're going to tell you the truth, because the truth is brutal. Your Lord has sent your Lord has sent us against you. So when you think, this is where it gets sticky, you think the Lord hasn't sent these Babylonians against you? You think these Babylonians and these Assyrians out here, the Lord didn't send these? He sent these people against me for a reason. I'm not sure what reason that is. It's mostly because he wants to see what these guys are going to do. I have to witness against their brutality and their oppression. That's probably the main part of it. No, no, Jeff, you got to witness. Go down there. I'm going to send these people against you, and then when the tables turn, and you Babylonians and you Assyrians have to stand up and admit to what you've done to my people, that's when everything goes bad for you. I can take it. I'm here to take these whoopings, to be a witness against you nations that are out of control. Then Rabshakeh stood and cried with a loud voice in the Jews' language and said, "Hear you the words of the great king, the king of Assyria. Thus said the king, let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you." He's saying, hey niggas, we got you fuckers surrounded. You people on the wall, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You Babylonians out there, you rapture reprobates, can you hear me? Lord's gonna fuck you up, man. Keep it up. Keep up your fucking lies and your deception. Your little Hezekiah powwows and your bullshit. Right? I'm just telling you, this is the warning. You're trusting in Egypt and you're trusting in Hezekiah, you idiots. Anyhow, this is the Bible. We're not pulling no punches here. I'm laying it out. I'm a prophet. I'm not a pussy. Hezekiah can't deliver you, neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying, the Lord will surely deliver us. This city shall not be delivered unto the hand of shall this city not be delivered unto the hand of the king of Syria? Hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus says the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me by a present, and come out to me, and eat ye every one of his vine, and every one of his fig tree, and drink ye every one the waters of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyards. He's saying, you're better off just coming with me. The Lord said, come with me, and you'll be able to live your life under your God. This is what I'm telling you, people. You come with me. You think I'm the bad guy. You think I was sent. I was sent to tell you you're out of your mind and you're more stricter. You're being more stricter. I'm busting the balls of these idiots out here like Richard Joyce and these guys that can't even speak English. It's like, okay, well, people like Gigi, Blue Heaven, these rapture reprobates. I'm here to tell you, you might look at me as the bad guy, the Assyrian, but I'm just trying to set you free so that you can actually worship the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and stop thinking you're some kind of bride of Christ. You Gentiles are got anything to say about anything. You guys are lost in the weeds. So anyway, back to the book. It says, I'll take you to a land of corn and wine, and you can worship your own way. You can drink your own waters. You can eat the figs and the vine. You can do everything you're doing, but you won't be under this idiot Hezekiah. And verse 18, Rabshakeh's blasphemy. This is when he just goes full on, like probably into Hezekiah, going, this guy's a loser. Hezekiah is gonna fall. Verse 18, Rabshakeh's blasphemy. Beware lest Hezekiah persuade you, saying, the Lord will deliver us. Has any of the gods of the nations delivered his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria? And to be honest with you, I don't think Rabshakeh actually won. I think he got full of himself. If I remember the story right, I don't remember the Assyrians taking my people captive. So he's talking some big shit, and it sounds good, it sounds right, and he's probably telling the truth. But he might have overstepped his line, because I don't think he actually was able to do what he said he was going to do. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't remember every story, but I don't think he was able to do it, even though he was talking big. So beware lest Hezekiah persuade you, saying, the Lord will deliver us. Has any of the gods of the nations been able to deliver their lands out of the hand of the king of Assyria? He's saying, no one's been able to stop me yet, so what makes you think you're going to be able to stop me? Where are the gods of Hamath and Arphad? Where are the gods of the Sepharvaim? And have they delivered Samaria out of my hand? Who are they among all the gods of these lands that have delivered their land out of my hand? That the Lord should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand. So this is where he fucked up. This is where he probably he's making it personal now. He's talking about Benjamin. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to take Benjamin too. Because when it says Jerusalem, he's talking about my people. So I think this is where he stepped over the line, because I've never been known to fail. So I don't think he won. I think this is where the Lord said, okay, that's enough of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You guys have been with me. You know, I'm trying to learn the Bible all the way through, for real. I'm not playing games. I'm like, wait a minute. The things that point to the things that point to, that's what I'm going with. And I may be wrong. Maybe Assyria did take them. But I think at this point, when he says, fuck Jerusalem, he, in my knowledge of my tribe and my people, that's where the Lord draws the line. He doesn't like people talking shit on me. He doesn't allow it. So I'm speculating through what I know of the Bible that he wasn't able to do what he says he was going to do. So it says, then came, but they held their peace and answered him not a word, for the king's commandment was saying, answer him not. Then came Eliakim the son of Hilkiah, that was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and Joah the son of Asaph, the recorder, to Hezekiah with their clothes rent, and told him the words of Rabshakeh. Let's go forward. I'm kind of interested to see what happened here. Verse 1, chapter 37. Hezekiah appeals to Isaiah. So that's good. Hezekiah went to Isaiah sounds like everything's going to work out. Isaiah's going to tell him, you know what? Everything was cool until he threatened Jerusalem, and if we do this and do that, we'll drive this fucker away. The Lord will drive him away. That's my Bible interpretation of something. I'm not sure how it played out. And it came to pass when the king Hezekiah heard it, that he rent his clothes and covered himself with sackcloth and went into the house of the Lord. And he sent Eliakim, who was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and the elders and the priests, covered with sackcloth, unto Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos. And they said unto him, thus says Hezekiah, this day is a day of trouble and rebuke and of blasphemy, for the children are come to the birth, and there is not strength to bring forth. This is talking about Benjamin again. Rachel travailed in birth to give birth to prophecy. So basically what's going on here, the people are going, man, we're not able to see through this issue. We have no vision of it. That's what that means. Benjamin is blinded. Benjamin is blinded by all the bullshit between Hezekiah and these Assyrians. The prophets are don't have right vision. That's what that's talking about. There is not strength to bring forth. That means to birth prophecy. It may be the Lord thy God will hear the words of Rabshakeh, whom the king of Assyria, his master, has sent to reproach the living God, and will reprove the words which the Lord thy God has heard. Wherefore lift up thy prayer for the remnant that is left. There's a few people that understand the remnant, people like me that were there at the time. I don't know if I understood. If I was there at that time, I don't know if I understood or not. But there was a remnant there that understood. And that's what they're saying. We need to pray for, God has to have some people that understand what's going on. That's what that means. So the servants of the king Hezekiah came to Isaiah. So they came to Isaiah. They're like, we're confused, bro. We need some help. And Isaiah said unto them, Thus shall you say unto your master, thus says the Lord, be not afraid of the words that you have heard, wherewith the servants of the king of Assyria have blasphemed me. So Isaiah is saying, you know what? He was speaking truth until he came against Jerusalem. When he came against the prophets, that's when the Lord drew the line, like I said. Behold, I will send a blast upon him, and he shall hear a rumor, and return to his own land, and I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. So Rabshakeh returned and found the king of Assyria warring against Libnah, for he had heard that he had departed from Lachish. So it sounds like Isaiah said, nope, not this time, bitch. I'm gonna confuse you, and you're gonna run off because you're gonna think something else is happening, and you're gonna go do something else, and that's what it sounds like is happening. I have a few minutes left. I'm gonna keep going and see what happens here. And he heard Hezekiah urged to surrender. And he heard saying concerning Tirhakah, king of Ethiopia, he has come forth to make war with you. And when he heard it, he sent messengers to Hezekiah, saying, Thus shall ye speak to Hezekiah, king of Judah, saying, Let not thy God, in whom you trust, deceive thee, saying, Jerusalem shall not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. So he's making one last threat. Interesting how he had the Ethiopians as the distraction. The Lord made my people, the Ethiopian Orthodox, the defenders of the Bible, the real defenders of the Bible, not these Constantine Christians, the Ethiopian Jews. Solomon's progeny went into Ethiopia, and these Ethiopians, the Lord always used us to do all kinds of things. So this is another example of my Ethiopian background being used to change the course of history. It says, Behold, you have heard that the king of Assyria have done to all the lands by destroying them utterly, and shall you be delivered? Have the gods of the other nations delivered them from my fathers, who I have destroyed, as Gozan and Haran and Rezeph, and the children of Edom, which were in Telassar? Where is the king of Hamath, and the king of Arphad, and the king of the city of Sepharvaim, Hena and Iva? He's saying, where are they now? I took them all out, right? So just know that I'm going to take you out too, Hezekiah. But first I have to go mess with the Ethiopians, I guess. This is where the Lord came and defended us. Because I'm reading ahead a little bit. The Assyrian camp is smitten. Then the angel of the Lord went forth and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. When they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. So, like I said, this dick, what's his name? Fucking Rabshakeh overstepped his threat, and he got put down when he started blaspheming my people, the people of Jerusalem, the Jews. So I jumped ahead to get to the end of the story, because I'm probably going to sit here for a minute and then go see the judge. So that was interesting. Like I said, I don't remember Assyria taking Jerusalem. I forgot the story that Rabshakeh overstepped his boundaries and blasphemed my people, and the Lord said, I've had enough of this fucker, and killed a shitload of his soldiers. My people didn't have to do anything. We didn't even have to fight. The Lord fought for us. So stick with me and everything will be fine. You go back into the world and think your little Christian pastor and your blue heavens and your Dick Joyces are gonna deliver you. You're out of your fucking mind. JD Niger, Word of Truth. I'm out.